Hello. I think OBS may have fucked with my sound settings. I'm hoping everything is fine. I had to set up in a hurry, so I didn't have time to sound check. Oops. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a stream format that has become a staple for me, a little something I call Shuffle Saturday. If you haven't witnessed this before, I have my game collection loaded into a website called the Backloggery that's behind Elmo there, doing a wonderful job as always. I really need to get something like specific to me someday, but that's a problem for future Vim. But it includes this neat little feature where it'll randomly suggest a game out of my collection for me to play. Using that feature, I'll pull a random game from most of the games I have and have the technical setups to stream. Currently around 2,500 different games. I'll then play that game for the next half hour unless I decide to veto it, or someone in chat types !veto. In which case, I'll throw that game out, we'll pick a different one, play that for the next half hour instead. As you can see, I only have 2 vetoes for the entire night, whereas you all have twice as many. That being said, I will have to throw out some games automatically. Sometimes the download would have us sitting here on just like me yapping for 20 minutes, although that's like half of my gameplay anyway. Or because the game in question would get me banned, or a third thing. The third thing, OBS doesn't play nice. I can't get it to capture in a way that I am personally okay with. I know there's always the option of display capture, but I hate display capture. It's against my religion. I refuse. No. You can also use the veto command mid-game to stop it immediately, or use !encore towards the end of the 30 minutes to say, you know what, we need more. Let's go for another 15. There are also some channel point wards you can spend to affect things as well, including the ability to outright choose the next game. I also have to give a continuing shout out to my buddy Repukin and my shadowy network of contributors who are adding even more games onto the Steam list, all of which I've never played, I've never seen before, so it just adds to the chaos. And like you'd expect from someone who's been doing this for over 3 years, I have completely forgotten to launch one of the things I need to make the stream work. Namely, the timer. You know, the timer, that thing I use to, make sure that I don't go over 30 minutes, because sometimes I do lose track of time. Okay, great, there it is. It did not explode things to pull it up midway through. Now then, as people come in, what will be the first game? Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate complete. This sounds vaguely familiar. Did I play this? No, I think I'm thinking of another RPG Maker game. Alright. I'm gonna start to get that fired up. So hit me with a veto if you'd rather we go for something else. I'm a little curious about this because this is a game that you actually can't get on Steam anymore for whatever reason. So I'm always curious, what happened that the game had to get removed? And also, Chronicles of a Dark Lord, does that mean that, oh, why is it not... Is the capture borked? Okay, great. Everything's breaking. Wonderful. Well, anyway, let me start to get that fired up. Chronicles of a Dark Lord. Does this even have a category on Twitch? It does. There are a whole 16 followers, which in my experience is just a high indicator of quality. But hey, multiple people say, you go to Vim to play games that to see him play games you've never fucking heard of before. So here I am living the meme. Oh, this is straight up RPG Maker. I'm probably gonna have to window capture you, aren't I? Sorry, bear with me. Always a fun time trying to get this to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to window capture it. That's unfortunate. Okay, then. That's fine. A little annoying, but fine. Okay. So if I tell you to... full screen, does this break everything? Kind of. Oh no. Can I undo that? Let me bring the music back while I get this figured out. Okay, it does let me reselect. Wonderful. I'll just pick it at a reasonable... Okay, there we go, there we go. You just play with this a little bit. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's check out Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1. Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate, complete. That is such a gloriously over-the-top title. Millennia ago. Oh, is it waiting for me? It absolutely was. The continents of what would one day be known as the Miri territories and the Rim kingdoms were once united by as a single landmass called Shenandoah. Video game. I've read it. You can advance. Is that all I get for an opening crawl? Oh, okay. The civilization of Shenandoah thrived and became the center of commerce, with the most powerful military in the world. The game seems incredibly loud. I'm gonna turn it down for you guys. Let me know if I need to adjust further. Then, the fated day would come when a malevolent sorcerer enacted his plans to unleash the dark gods themselves as flesh-bound beings, and proclaimed himself the Emperor of Korra. What's Korra? I don't fucking know. Thus, the stage was set for a war that would ravage the world. In a desperate and final bid for their own survival, an alliance was forged between Shenandoah's remaining forces and the army of the Honorable Darkness, which culminated in a decisive battle that would yield victory to the Allied... I'm sorry, the army of the Honorable Darkness? What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody calls themselves that. Good God. This war would forevermore be known as the Great Calamity, for it is said that during the final hours of the war, a spell of unimaginable power was wrought on the continent and tore it asunder. The game still seems loud, I think. More than 1,000 years would pass. What was lost would be rebuilt, and life would again begin to flourish. Great. While the scars of that war remained to the present, the memory of it faded and was forgotten to the annals of time. Scars of it? Well, I guess if they fucked up the whole continent, that would make sense that it would hang around that long. Enter a child born under the Black Eclipse. A child prophesied by the ancient prophet Nigero to become the greatest Dark Lord the world would ever see. Hey, that's probably me. This child's name is Magus Draken Lee, and these are the... Let me guess, the last name of the dev is Lee? Is this your self-insert? Your edgy pro-tag who's going to kill all the bullies who ever were mean to you at school? Chronicles of a Dark Lord. Great. It's been almost 4 minutes. Can I get game? Very shortly, my son. This war with these Cretans of Varana will end with our victory. We shall crush their remaining forces with this last battle. A glorious victory for our family, Father, to see this long war come to such an end. Tell me, what orders do you see fit to give me? Perhaps to bestow me the honor of finally assuming command? What's wrong with your face?
Your impertinence in making such a request of your father is most unbecoming, Magus. If you ever seek to share in your father's glory, it would be wise to remain silent.
You are still too young and inexperienced to be assigned the command, my son. To speak the truth, I fear you may never be ready for such a position. No, you will remain here and guard the manor. Father, please! Have I not proven myself capable? Grant me my request, and I promise you that I will put a swift end to Varana's forces. I see that you are choosing to act as a child over this matter rather than a man that may one day be the heir to my throne. So be it. Your request is denied, and my say is final.
Embarrass me no further, Magus. Silence your tongue and obey your father's orders.
When I return, we will talk at great length about this display, your own clouded future. Your weakness sickens me, my son. Shara, my love, I will see you upon my return. So now, as edgy teenage boy, we need to kill our parents. Probably.
I know what you're thinking, Magus. Drive any thought of disobeying your father out of your mind. Can only garner yet more ill favor from him. Obey his orders.
Father's orders be damned. Why should I listen to an old man who keeps denying me my rightful place? I am his only son. Yet he treats me perhaps slightly better than his privy cleaner.
Perhaps he would treat his son better if his son actually behaved like a proper heir. You damn no one but yourself with speaking of your father like that, Magus.
That was damned the moment you bore me, Mother. That father of mine is a wretch, and you are no better for agreeing with him.
Magus Draken...
I'm sorry, I just can't take that name seriously.
Magus Draken Lee. How dare you think you can talk to me that way? If your father were here...
He is not, is he? This conversation is over. I've had my fill of disrespect and insults today.
You little bastard. Very well, whatever happens to you out there is of your own doing, and I care not what that may be. Go to the Varanian fort northeast of here and seek your own damnation.
Your sentiments are noted and ignored. Damn, he's so cool. Arcanus, Arcanus, Arcanus can only be worn by an arcane warrior. I mean, they at least, did custom menu stuff. What skills do I have? Free heal, free big heal, rapid strikes, attack all enemies. Electric hell! My healing abilities being free is suspicious. The book is titled The Dark God Hazizus. When Shanandora's culture ended, so too did the rule of many dark deities. But a few survived, and one of them was a dark god Hazizus, said to be one of two ancestral deities of the Lee family, and their patron god. So it's one of two patrons, but also the patron. Alright, well, surely none of these people here matter. The Lee estate. Sabra?
Magus! Brother, I was starting to worry.
No need to worry over me. It was the same nonsense as usual. That I am not ready. When they know I am. Why do they keep doing this to me?
Perhaps it is their private fears which cloud their judgment. I've not spoken with father nor mother for longer than a few moments these past years to really know their minds. As it stands, you do yourself no favors by speaking ill of them, Magus. They are still our parents.
You and I reared one another, and you know it. I give no credit to them. How can you? Let me tell you something. They stopped being our parents the moment we could pick up a blade.
I know what you say is true, and I know their resentment of you only worsens with time. I ask you, though, what can we do? Father and Mother wield a power we cannot hope to match.
I care not any longer. Father has belittled me in my ability to command for the last time. I shall head to Fort Varana and show Father that my skills at command surpass his own.
Oh no, no, Magus, you must not go.
Why the sudden worry over me, Sabra? The most that the withered old fool can do is send me back here for a lashing or two.
No, you do not understand. It has to do with an odd dream I had recently. You and Father were confronting one another in a battlefield, and then you became something so very different and powerful.
Sabra, you must not let your own fears cloud your sense of judgment. Dreams are a way to explore our fears and desires, nothing more. You know I am right.
Yes, I suppose you are right, as usual. All the more annoying for me.
Well, look at it this way, Sabra. If you happen to be right, which I grant you will be the first time in years, 'cause I'm so goddamn cool.
Oh, you are so evil!
Then that means I will become powerful, yes? Powerful enough to make Father seem that I'm more than capable of doing what needs to be done.
I do not know. My dream...
Let me put your fears to rest. The final battle against what is left of Piranha's forces is nigh, and doubtless we will emerge victorious. Regardless of what happens between Father and I shall return. And together, you and I will leave this place.
Truly? Magus, I've so longed to leave this place. Thank you for finally saying it. Oh, but what about Mother?
It still pains me you consider her to be anything to us, Sabra. She cares not for either of us, and you know this to be true. We are nothing more than an inconvenience to her. Now go and pack only what you can carry. I shall return soon.
I'll be ready, Magus. Come back soon, and please be careful.
I don't need to be careful. When I'm human Shadow the Hedgehog. And here we have a peaceful village. You cannot go in. Why the hell not? I'm like a noble or something, right? I can just take what I want. Hello there, fat soldier. Wish I could join you in the battle, Sir Magus. Lass, I was wounded earlier enough to heal my injuries first. Damn those Varanians. That's why I'm walking around in a garden. To heal my wounds. What in the hells are you doing in my house? Scat! Get out of here! I didn't care, here you are!
You old fool. Now die!
The man is dead. Great! Off to a good start. From Applebee's Wi-Fi. Audio off. Okay. Oh, it lets me, like, muck around with the piano. Nice, nice, nice. A wild night at Applebee's. One for the ages, I'm sure. Can I take his food? Can I take anything of his? That's kind of hilarious that they just let me wander into a home and, like, murder someone. They live on our land. They basically belong to us anyway. Do I have any money? I have no money. So going in the shop is probably useless, but just in case. Phoenix Feather, not a Phoenix Down. Okay, it's like a full heal at... I'm gonna assume that's a save point? Okay. Now that I'm behind the counter, can I steal... Oh! Great, free potion. It did, in fact, pay off. I'm sure I also could have probably, like, hung around the manor, talked to more people in there, but... it's fine. I don't need the inn, I'm at full health. I feel like this doesn't look as good as you think it does. Oh, oh, so if it fills up, will it be a random encounter? That's... This is so over the top. Electric hell! This music is so much. This music is so much, and I adore it, kind of. But I'm powerful, edgy Shadow the Hedgehog, man. They stand no chance against me. He's like, I won. Underestimating me has been your undoing. Not even a potion for my troubles? Wow, okay, so we start at super high level, we're gonna get knocked down to, like, level nothing. I'm sure of it. Magus, what in the hells are you doing here? I thought I told you to stay home. Exodes! You'll never leave this field alive! I vow this! Your worthless existence bores me to no end. It is time you join the rest of your miserable rabble in death. Troops, prepare to crush the enemy. As for you, Magus, go back home. This is just like you to not listen to me. You never do. Let me take command of our troops, and I will show you that I'm more than capable. Enough! My say is final. This is my command, not yours. Nor do I think you will ever be as adept as I am. This is simply not your place. No! I refuse to obey your pathetic orders. I can lead our troops to victory and you know it. My word is law. You will not disobey me, Magus. Step aside and go back home now. Your words and your law be damned. You never listened to me before, and to this day you still do not. If only my strength was enough, I would take your command and decimate the enemy myself. So shall it be done. What in the blazes? No, it cannot be. Azizus! What do you mean? Who? Magus Rockin Lee, I hereby grant unto thee the blessing of my power. So say I, the one who grants his touch upon thy essence. Oh, I thought it was at least gonna get, like, demon horns or something. My eyes just glow. Awesome power. I can feel it coursing through my veins. I understand what I must do now. Magus, what has the Dark God done to you? What in the bloody hells is going on here? This is some sort of trick. A trick? No. No, it is my destiny. My destiny shall finally come to fruition. No one can stop me now. Not you, Father. Not Verana, not anyone. Allow me to show you all the way to the hells. Great, we magic nuked the battlefield. Oopsie, we did a war crime. Better save. Save. Everyone's dead, Dave. Oh, can I loot the king's body? So ends the line of Verana. Probably have to kill my dad now. Magus, this is madness. You killed everyone. Even our own people. Their lives were forfeit the moment you refused me command. Did you think I would forget so quickly? Now, dear father, submit to me or die. You deign to treat me as some servile commoner. I'm still your father, Magus. Stop this now. You are nothing to me. I am no longer your son. I belong solely to him now. It almost pains me to see just how pathetic you truly are. My god, we really are Shadow the Hedgehog, man. Even a chosen of Hazizus can still be struck down. You mean to kill me? You saw what I did only moments ago. I wield a power you cannot hope to imagine. Go ahead. Try and kill me. This will prove amusing. You are not my father. You would dare to renounce me for Hazizus? I renounced you long ago, Exodes. My skills are the same. So is this going to be an actual boss fight, or do I just, like, completely murk him? I'm guessing I just complete... Oh, yeah. Yeah, look. That's already a huge chunk of his HP gone. But of course, you know, I knew this edgy boy protagonist was going to kill his parents eventually. I just didn't think it would happen this fast. But, lo and behold... Full-on Final Fantasy VI. Wonderful. Oh. Is the stream still good, you guys? Twitch is claiming there is a... Oh. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Nothing can stop me now. Worthless. Magus. No. Death would only be a release for you, and that no longer serves my interest. Now I have a more fitting punishment for you. One that will make you suffer for every moment of pain you gave me. For your penance to me, you shall be exiled to the ruinous lands of Senepharia. It is there that you will spend the rest of your days, toiling in your own misery, a forgotten man. Magus, do not do this. Goodbye, dear father. Pray we never see one another again. No! Now I shall gather my own forces and take this world for my own. Damn, he's so cool. Magus Lee, imbued with the power of the dark god Hazizus, went on to amass his armies and declare war on many nations. His forces were terrifying, and his tactics were considered unusually cunning. Kingdom after kingdom fell to his might until he entered the territory of the Rim Kingdoms. It was there that the man gained his notoriety as the Dark Lord of the Rim Kingdoms. After several protracted wars and suffering a defeat for each one, Magus had lost the blessing of the Dark God Hazizus, and lost his powers. Weakened, the Dark Lord fled east to the Rim Kingdoms. It was there in the land called the Miri Territories that the Dark Lord and his followers constructed the foundation of what would become the country of Kisareth. Within 5 years, Kisareth became an empire. Magus, having been crowned Emperor of the Kisareth Empire, began making overtures to those nations that once feared and vilified him. Over the years that followed, he managed to form ties with them. Over a decade has now passed since the close of the Magus Wars. There is a relative peace throughout much of the world of Korra now. This is a breakneck pace. What the fuck? Yet time flows like a snaking river, and history inevitably repeats itself. Hey, I welcome the lurk, you know I do. You requested my presence, High Empress. Wait, is that our sister? Did Edgy Shadow the Hedgehog Boy marry his sister? Or,
Yes, Emperor, I did. It seems that we have a bit of a problem at the Kisareth Ilan Bridge.
Precisely what sort of problem?
From what I've gathered thus far, it would seem to be some sort of creature that is blocking the way to Ilion. I have sent several soldiers already, and none have yet to return.
I see. So you want me to go and eliminate this creature?
It would seem an easy task for you, Magus. Though this creature is apparently far stronger than any Ginari our troops have yet to face. It would be wise to heed a word of caution.
Your advice is duly noted. Do not send in any more of our troops. I will see to this matter personally.
Thank you, Magus. However, I would prefer if you not face this creature alone. Perhaps you should take your wife with you on this endeavor? No, she has been restless of late.
I agree. Ziria has been quite eager lately for combat, but surely this matter is too trivial to justify taking her with me.
Trivial? I think not, Magus, not when this creature has already killed our own brethren. Whatever this thing is, it needs to be dealt with by a swift hand. I think you and your wife are the best choices for this task.
Oh, Franz! Hello! Welcome, everybody. How was the Oblivions, Franz? My name's Vimbert. I'm a variety streamer, and today we're doing a thing where I play a different randomly determined game every 30 minutes. I am currently playing a game where, yeah, RPG Maker stuff. Chronicles of a Dark Lord, where I'm essentially playing as human Shadow the Hedgehog, and apparently I conquered most of the world in 8 years and then lost my evil dark powers, and now I'm back to playing it. This game is all over the goddamn place. Oh no! The worst thing to find. I remain reluctant, but I can find no fault to your logic. Very well, I will go to Tezeroth and request that she accompany me to the bridge. Ah, the inevitable conjuration. I mean, at least you had an answer for it in your build.
My gratitude is given, Emperor. I will leave this matter to your capable hands. In the meantime, I must depart for Octavian to meet with Empress Eleanor. I shall not return for a fortnight.
Do not fret over this matter any longer. We'll be taken care of in short order. To your return, High Empress, may the Nope, say the line, Vim. Until you return, High Empress, may the honorable darkness guide thee. Honorable darkness, what the fuck?
To you as well, Emperor, and give Syria my love.
The honorable darkness. God, we're so edgy.
Whatever is over the bridge, it has already cost the lives of too many of our soldiers. Please destroy it, Emperor.
The mirror room. Is it? Oh, yep, I see demon wings. This is surely our goth GF. Oh.
I sensed that you would want to see me before you departed, Uncle.
Cytheria, I need to know what is...
Before you go any further, Uncle, let me tell you that I already know what it is you're going to ask of me.
I had a feeling you would already know my intentions. As our oracle, surely you have some insight that I might be able to use.
If it is insight you seek, then perhaps I may have something with which to aid you, Uncle. As I have gazed into the mirrors, noticed distorted figures of people and creatures that hold some importance. One of those creatures is now within our lands. Its aura shines with a putrid blight of disdain for all of us, Uncle. What precisely it is, the mirrors have not shown me as of yet.
The creature at the Kisareth Ilion Bridge.
Yes, I believe once you confront that creature, perhaps you may receive some of the answers to the questions that plague you, Uncle.
Your words carry weight with me, Cytheria. I shall give them thought. Till next I see you, may... Oh god, is this just how he ends every conversation? Until next I see you, may the honorable darkness guide thee.
Until then, Uncle, may the great Reaper Quietus watch over and protect you.
Okay, so that's our niece. Okay. Alright. So, Magus, I know you're a goth boy. Are you also a boomer? Do I just have to follow your instincts of wife bad until we find our wife? Emperor, please take what you need for your journey. Thanks. I'll be taking all of it. 50 SC. Potion. Phoenix down. Antidote. I really think the armory of our evil empire should have better shit in it than that. Maybe it's just me. But that seems a little undersupplied. Just a bit. Must follow instincts of wife bad. Going down to visit the dungeons, my lord. Yes, let me see the fools that dared to oppose my reign. You stupid bastards! I'll get you all yet! I swear it! Apparently I failed to mention earlier that your sentence is death whenever it is convenient for me. I think now is rather convenient, huh? Hey! No, wait! Emperor Magus, I was just... what are you... Finding it hard to breathe, are we? You can't do... Pathetic. We're so edgy. Grunts, but does not say anything. He's like, I saw what happened to that next guy. Fuck that. Let me the hell out of here. You're gonna pay dearly for this outrage. I swear it. You don't feel like executing that guy, because he has a face, huh, emo boy? Okay. Emo Emperor? Emo Purr? Emo Purr? That just sounds like a goth cat furry. Anyway. Let's leave without recruiting our wife. God, I almost forgot about the random battle music. Oh! Oh, I suck now. I don't have any of my OP skills. Wait, so why am I being sent in solo if I don't have my, like, evil Satan powers anymore? I'm going to die. But hey, at least we get this glorious battle music, which is just so much. This is so much. And it kind of makes me love this game a little bit. Just a little bit. But this is suffer and perish. After all that, and I find nothing useless. Alright. We drop a save because this might be a hilarious one to come back to at some point. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. If you came in during the raid or you came in during, moving on to another game now. Going to roll a random game from a list of around 2,500 different games I have access to. We're going to play that for the next 30 minutes. If you want to go for something else after I roll it, type !veto in the chat, and I'll toss that game out. We'll pull another. I'll play that for the next half hour instead. So, to follow up that glorious display of edge, we have WWF Betrayal. I remember that game, and that's always a bad sign. I'm burning one of my own vetoes on that. No thank you. Instead... Oh, that does count for the prediction... Oh, we only have one taker on the prediction. I'll refund that. Unlike Shadow the Hedgehog Man, I am merciful. Alright, instead of that, we will pull... Digimon Survive. I'm not willing to burn both of my vetoes that fast. And I think I did start a playthrough on stream, so I could continue that, I guess. This is a game I played through in full off stream, and I didn't think it was very good. Just full transparency. Oh, unless... Oh, no, damn it. That's within my install limit. Okay, it's gonna have to install, but that shouldn't take too terribly long. It's not massive. Oh! Thank you, Nate. Sorry. I promise I wasn't trying to fish for that one too hard. But that game sucks. I'm sorry if we have any Digimon Survive fans in chat, but that game sucks. I'm not a fan. Also, hello, Nate. Instead of Digimon Survive, we'll play Havoc for the Genesis. A game I know nothing about. Captain Havoc. This does not have a category? Okay, I guess I'll just set it to retro then. Yeah, like, to just expound upon that a little bit, it tries to, like, kind of bill itself as, like, oh, it's half tactical RPG, half visual novel, half, like, creepy horror visual novel, but both sides just completely fail. Partially because the localization is objectively bad. I can say that despite not knowing a lick of Japanese, because, like, there's one chapter where just, like, they just stop caring, and, like, there's one character, the professor, who's, like, an old man, like, very obviously, like, you know, he's not trans or anything like that, and then for just a whole chapter, he and everyone else is referred to with the wrong pronoun. They're like, oh, the professor's in trouble, we have to help her. I'm like, what? And, I think it doesn't really hit the horror vibes right, and the tactical gameplay is just fucking nonsense. It's like baby's first tactics RPG, basically. It's so simplistic. It bored me to tears. I only beat it out of sheer goddamn stubbornness, because I was like, well, I can't refund it now. Might as well go through with it. Alright. Let me get Captain Havoc set up. I have been told that apparently the true ending is better, which, of course, you can't get the true ending the first time you play the game. You have to have an objectively worse experience first. So, like, maybe someday if I'm truly desperate for a game, I'll go back to it, but, man, it made such a bad impression on me the first go-around that I have no desire. Alright, Captain Havoc. Let's see. We have sound. And we have picture. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play Captain Havoc. Emeralda, a legendary oh, wait! No, haven't I played this game? It was the evil pirate scoundrel Bernardo who first recognized Emeralda's magic, and he set out to find the secret map that led to Emeralda's whereabouts. Meanwhile, our hero Havoc was living in peace and roaming the seas with his sidekick Tide. Yeah, this is the one where, like... Yeah, I was unsure what kind of creature the main character was supposed to be. And I was like, oh, is he a bird? No, he's like a seal, I guess. After a while, the girl opened her eyes.
Oh, my name is Bridget. This map is very important. You must protect it and keep it from Bernardo. Please help me.
Don't worry, you can count on us, ma'am. She looks like Amy Rose. Probably said that before. The two took the map, and hid it in a cave high in the cliffs. As the days went by, Bridget slowly recovered, and the three became fast friends. That is, until one of Bernardo's henchmen discovered them. Under cover of night, he kidnapped Bridget and Tide and took them away to Bernardo's hideaway. It's up to Havoc to save them. From Muscly Catman. Havoc to the rescue! Alright, is there easy baby mode? First thing I have to... Great. I have no shame when it comes to retro platformer stuff, because I'm bad at them. Pirate ships, start! Oh, that's right. I only have an attack when I, like, jump. Oh, this is a very Genesis sound in the best way. Yeah, I remember this game. That's weird. I could have sworn it had a category before. Oh, that's right. I was like, oh, a game where all you do is murder furries. I remember being very bad at the first boss. But okay, so if this is a game I've played before, I can kind of get back in the rhythm. I mentioned it on Stream Wednesday, but I know not everybody who comes to these comes to the Wednesday streams. Sorry for not being around last weekend. Had family in town. My mom decided to come for Thanksgiving just early, I guess. That's kind of what it ended up being for us, because she's not going to be here on Thanksgiving itself. Is that a death? Did that take a life? I can't tell. I don't think so. No, that does not take a life, it just takes damage. Okay. So, yeah, obviously, you know, had to spend time with her, and she's not doing super well, so wasn't about to even take a little bit of time away for streaming. But I'm here, and I'm not even heading out of town for Thanksgiving proper, so I should be able to stream normally next weekend, even. So, less... these animations. Less interruptions to the normal schedule than I'd expected. It is Bernardo. The evil Bernardo. Time to make him walk the plank. Oh, that's right. I remember this. It's really easy to run into him to take damage by accident, but I can bounce off his stupid hat. Oh, come on. Okay. Bounce. God, this is like, seriously has Shining Force music vibes to it. Maybe it's just the Genesis sound chip kind of sound. And that's always what I associate it with in my head, because that's really the only Genesis game I spent much time with back in my youth. Well, that and Sonic 2. Because that was it. Wow, I had trouble with that guy? Past Vim, what the hell were you doing? Maybe I just wasn't fueled by delicious peace tea at the time. As always, not sponsored, just a declaration of love. Sponsor me, I'll sell out so cheaply, Coca-Cola. You don't even know. I was not paying attention to the name of the stage. Was wrapped up completely in the joy of my drink. Well, that's a way to attack. Why feet? It's like, I don't want to accuse you of a thing, game, but that's, interesting. We'll leave it at that. Interesting. We shall leave it at that. Because now we have furries and feet. Oh, can I, like, get a 1-up if I bounce off them all? Oh, sneaky. They don't just stand there and die. How dare they? It's been a bit of a wild week. Even just, like, today was crazy busy, because I did the usual thing where, like, I take care of a bunch of stuff on Saturdays. I cleaned the entire house, took care of, like, sending off a package, like send a little care package to my mom, because she's not been doing super well. Did some cooking, and, like, earlier in the week I found out that... Oh, they burned my boat. Very rude. I found out that my house, which I have owned for 3 years, I'm not shown as the owner in county records. So I had to literally call up, like, the county government and be like, hey, here's the exact number you guys use for, like, your records of the deed where it shows I bought this house. Can you please update it to show me as the owner? They're like, oh, well, it shows the owner as... Oh. Like, the lady I was talking to checked into it, and she's like, yeah, I have no idea why you were not registered as the owner here. Like, I think she thought there was some reason, but apparently just someone screwed up, and nobody noticed it for 3 years. To be fair, including me. Because, like, paid taxes and everything on it, and I just happened to notice when, oh, underwater level, I see. Just happened to notice when I got my hot water heater. Oh, I remember this part. That's probably not a good sign. Got my hot water heater replaced. There had to be some kind of permit for that work. And I just saw it showed as owner, the people I bought the house from. I'm like, that's strange. I should probably look into that. And so I did. And theoretically, all should now be well. Theoretically. It's kind of nice if the main character is a seal, and, like, that's why I have infinite breath underwater. The bubble dudes, the guys that gave me problems? Maybe it's just because I'm playing this towards, like, the beginning of the night. I do feel like, in some cases on Saturdays, I can feel my skills, like, atrophying, particularly at game genres like platformers, and I don't really play that much outside of these streams as the night goes on. Maybe. Or, you know, some of these shuffle streams I do drink during. I don't always say if I am, so... That could have been the case, too. I do seem to recall the clams, though. Oh! Free crystals. Free skipping some of the damn it. Well, whatever. We take those. Can't want to... What? The other one didn't... Why water leaking out your butt? We're in water. Hopefully I can get a health... Okay, there's a checkpoint at least. Was hoping for health, but I'll take that too. You know, honestly, I don't mind this kind of platforming where you've got, like, a health bar that you can work with as opposed to just, you know, one hit you die, or even the Sonic system. Well, the Sonic system's fine. I just, like... I've done some playing of randomized Sonic Adventure 2 through, Oh, that's right. Yep, I do remember those. Those are instant death. Through Archipelago, if y'all know what that is. And there's an option there to make the rings work like modern Sonic rings, and I hadn't played a new Sonic game, since Shadow the Hedgehog. Because that one was like, nope, I am done. I no longer want to play games of this series. Because Shadow the Hedgehog. But apparently, when you get hit, instead of losing all your rings, now you just only lose 20. I'm like, oh, that's a lot more merciful. Unlike this section, where you get Ninja Gaiden into insta-death, which is just phenomenal. Just fantastic. Wonder, could I, like, lure you into, like, following me all the way over? No? Well, what if I go down here? Is there maybe an alternate path? Oh. Perhaps? Maybe? Just anything to spare me from that stupid death pit would be phenomenal if I could. Would greatly enjoy that if that's a thing that I can do. Maybe Alright, that was all a fool's errand. Very well. Return to the cycle of suffering, then. So the real cycle of suffering is, Shuffle Machine, which I considered making the stream into, but I don't know. It feels a little bad to come off even like a 1-week break from doing regular Shuffle Saturday, and be like, no, we're doing the completely random version.
I like letting you guys have the bit of control.
Even if we seem to be going back to the old meta of, well, no, that's not true. I was going to say some of the recent streams we've been doing the old tactic of just wait till the end, veto until something interesting comes up, which I do enjoy. It's not how I envision the vetoes ever being used, but hey, they're there for you guys. Not how I would use them, but that's alright. I'm not in chat. And again, and end of the stage, please. Oh, probably boss fight, huh? Ah, it's Bubble Man. The terrible fury of Bubble Man. I see you. Okay, that's a stun. That's just damage to me. Okay, so I can land a kick if I'm good with my timing. The hitboxes feel a little unclear here. Can I, like, kick? Oh, okay, I can kick those and be fine. So really oh. Never mind. That hurts very much. I will defeat the dastardly bubblegum dog. Oh. That's bad. That's bad. Do I have a life on 0? I don't remember. I do. Okay. Okay, I think I understand the timing a little better. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, I see. If I bounce off him or his bubbles, I can't follow that up with a kick that I need to deal damage. Got it. Thing to do is to avoid the stun so I can just dole out damage immediately. That seems like a good... This is a bad place to be. This is a bad place to be. This is a bad... Okay. Need to not get put into the corner like that again. That didn't work so well. Ah! Okay, just because the ground keeps shaking, I see. Surely I've got him close, though? Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 okay. I have no health left. I really need to kill him on this shot. No? Crap. What? No, that totally... it's not ideal. And again! He baited me. He baited me. Ah. That means I gotta pass the death pit once more. Oh, no? Oh, yeah. I had hope for a moment, like, did they not start me back at the beginning of the... No, they did. They did. Oh well. Not quite as bombastic as the pirate ship, but it's alright. You appreciate how I think when I pick up, like, those shoes, I get a little bit more in the way of movement speed. On... Havoc is his name? Havoc. It's kind of nice. Though it kind of leads to the... not quite the 3D Dot Game Heroes problem. Where, like, if you're under... if you lose your pickups, the game just feels... your power-ups, the game just feels bad to play. I don't know if anyone has played that game before, but, like, the whole thing was... you could craft a sword to be, like, huge and take up the entire screen, and, like, kind of... I guess Link to the Past style, like, combat. But if you were not at full health, you just had the tiniest, shittiest sword you can imagine. It was really hard to use it to damage enemies without taking more damage yourself, thus perpetuating the cycle of suffering. Which is a shame, because I thought it had a nice visual style for something that was going for such a retro look. I liked it for that, just there was the small matter of, you know, not liking the gameplay. It's my RPG gamer showing. I'm like, yeah, the gameplay of this video game might be bad, but what about the everything else? Because if you got some other things to save it, I can overlook some jank or bad gameplay. I've done so more than a few times. Or sometimes what people call bad gameplay is just like, just not their speed, you know? Hard to have, like, objective... Oh, that was me being greedy. Didn't want to risk getting Ninja Gaiden there. So be it. So be it. Like, I almost kind of wonder if people are gonna... Oh, God. Nope. Just the immediate death. That feels like a little too much on those. Just choose up your lives. Real efficient, like. Eh? Efficient? I'll show myself out of my own theme, he says, dying immediately. Forgot to start the next prediction. Let me do that now. And continue. Does... I already forgot where that sentence was gonna go. Already forgot where it was gonna go. I know it doesn't sound like much, but, like, it took me a while to clean my house, and did a fair amount of exercise, so I'm coming into this stream today a little kind of wiped out. I might be going a little shorter today than usual. Like, not, obviously, I won't be stopping after this game. That would be too short even for me to cap it off after, like, what would that be, like an hour 15? That would be ridiculous. But we'll see how well my energy holds up. I'm hoping the delicious sugary peace tea will help out with that, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I also am trying to, like, kind of wean myself off caffeine. Because I've become far too reliant on it. So, this peace tea is actually the first caffeine I've had all day. For a day that started at, like, 5:45 a.m. Which is not... Oh Lord, this is a depressing sentence. Which is not that early for me anymore. I hate that that's true. But, you know, it was still early. So... it's been a bit of a struggle, and I did straight up pass out in the middle of the morning after it was like, okay, I finished mopping all the floors. Don't have anything I immediately need to do. Maybe I'll just lay down for like a minute, and then an hour and a half later was like, oh, right, I need to get the pre-stream meal started. I would call it lunch, but can you really call it lunch if you eat it at like 3:30? Seems a little incorrect to call that timing of a meal lunch to me. Reductionist, maybe, but just in terms of accuracy, I feel it's... God, I hate these stupid things! Okay. These guys are deadlier than the boss I have to fight. Straight up. No, please don't let there be a death pit. Please don't let there be a death pit. I could feel it coming. I could feel it coming. Somehow I knew. Somehow I knew. This almost makes me wonder if this was an arcade port. I do seem to recall that this was a game that, Nate, you looked up the last time we played, so if I had a better memory, I would probably know this information, but I'm too busy focusing on dying repeatedly. You know, the important stuff. High-level considerations. Gotta make sure I get the requisite level of failure after just tossing out endless sarcastic own zones on Shadow the Hedgehog Man and Chronicles of a Dark Lord. You know, maybe, after playing that intro, maybe the games can't be bought on Steam anymore because, like, the dev realized it exists and he's like, oh no, that terrible RPG Maker game I made when I was 14 is still on the internet or something. Which I sympathize with, but I feel like even if something is cringe, you should leave it up. Or at least, like, keep an archive of it for yourself. Ultimately, it is your own work. You've got your own... And I don't even know if it was the dev that took it down. This is just me purely speculating. I feel like, you know, like I do with my old YouTube videos that y'all occasionally force me to suffer through. Not an invitation, by the way. I hate watching them, but it also lets me see how far I've come in terms of equipment, in terms of style, in terms of delivery, yet also see where, like, the roots of my instincts as a content creator, as a streamer, and in the dev's case, like, you know, as a programmer, developer, etc. It's important to be able to see growth, you know? Like, it's a little too easy as a creative person to get caught up in, like, the mentality of, like, oh, everything I make is just the worst, it's terrible. Why does anyone enjoy this? But, like, you look back on your old stuff, and if you compare it to your new stuff, you're probably gonna like your new stuff better. Even if it's just like, oh, well, my new stuff is bad, but it's not horrible cringe like my old... Oh, they can interrupt me after I... Terrible. Terrible. I hate that for the game. There we go. That's clearly what they wanted me to do there. So, yeah. I'm hoping that's not the reason that it got taken down from Steam, or if it is, I hope the dev at least, like, still has access to the files of it, because talked about this before, but I made a roughly, like, 30 to 40-ish hour JRPG in RPG Maker 2000 over, like, 3 of my preteen and teenage years. And I'm sure if I went back to it, I would cringe myself half to death, but I put it up on one website that no longer exists, and it didn't get internet archived very hard, so the files for it are nowhere on the internet that I've been able to find. And of course, that old computer that I made it on has long since gone to the scrap heap, because my little brother and I, we learned what LimeWire was on that computer, and like every computer where young boys learn what LimeWire is on it, it didn't end well for the computer. So it got thrown out eventually. Wasn't a very good computer, mind. It was like, I remember distinctly having to buy an additional RAM stick because it didn't meet the minimum system requirements of World of Warcraft. Like, not the recommended, the minimum. And I believe the minimum back in those days, the Burning Crusade days, was like 512 megabytes of RAM. That was all you needed, and my computer didn't have it. I hit game over. Well, let me see if I can get back to where I was, at least. Because game's fun, I'm just bad at it, you know? But yeah, I do kind of wish, like... Or maybe that's, like, one thing that, it's like a pipe dream for if I get, like, a big audience sometime. Like, be like, hey, if anyone has this game, One Final Scream, on RPG Maker 2000 from way back in the day, I will pay a bounty. And then I could play through it and voice through my own game that I made, like, 2 decades ago. And we could all laugh at how stupid it was together. And I bet I still probably remember where some of the secrets were. Because I had secrets like, you know, it was a JRPG, medieval-ish setting, magic, all that shit. And I put a Sherman tank in the game as a party member, an optional one. Because, LOL random, I guess? As was the style at the time. And it was every bit as overpowered as you would expect. I think it had maxed attack and defense stats. It knew no magic, of course, but every attack it made attacked every enemy on the field, and I think had, like, some kind of special element attached to it that, like, everything was weak to, because it's a fucking tank. I could also see that game potentially getting me copyright struck into oblivion, because I knew how to, you know, use flags and events and everything, but did I know how to make my own graphics? Did I know how to make my own music? God, no. So what did I do? I stole. I stole like fucking mad. Because I was not content to just use the things that RPG Maker 2000 came with. I was like, no. I have to have the Final Fantasy VI battle theme. And, the Final Fantasy victory thing. And probably some stuff from Dragon Quest, too. And I think, like, a random MIDI, like, version of the theme from the X-Files, which I didn't know that's what it was. It was just like, oh yeah, that, like, mysterious music that I've heard other RPG Maker games use. It was like, that music's so cool. I don't know where it comes from, but it's so cool. To the point where years later, as an adult, I would finally actually watch the X-Files and be like, oh, that's where it's from. I see. Took damage there, but that's... Okay, that damage is no longer fine. I got you! Okay. Took him out just before death. We took those. Onward to save not Amy Rose. Though I'm not going to be able to do that in half a minute. I also feel maybe it's just the Genesis stylings keep bringing me back to like Sonic, but I keep thinking like my movement speed's kind of low, isn't it? I should be able to go like faster. And then I immediately get the boots, which allow me to go faster. Well played, video game. Well played. Alright, Defeat a furry foot fetishist. And a second one, and a third one. They're crawling out the woodwork. But this... Oh, that's a fun little pause menu. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. If you're just coming in, we're moving on from Captain Havoc. And gonna play a different game from a pool of around 2,500 different games. If you don't like what comes up, let me know with an exclamation mark veto in the chat. And I'll throw that game out. We'll pull a different one. We'll play that for the next 30 minutes instead. I believe the... Okay. Still no betters. But next up for us shall be Sonic Adventure DX. Man, it's been a long time since I've gone back to the OG Sonic Adventure. Alright, I'll have to install that, of course, but let me get that fired up. I'm more a Sonic Adventure 2 kind of guy, but I do have a healthy appreciation for good old Sonic Adventure. This is DX, yes? Yes. Just in case that matters. I forgot I had this on Steam. Or rather, I have it through Repu and company, so... Wrong place. Oh god. Sorry, stand by. I'm breaking everything. I'm breaking everything. Okay, good. That didn't... Okay. It was an old scene that I clicked onto and that could have caused problems, but I believe we're fine. Okay, Sonic Adventure. Let's set this up for the general PC capture and hope it... Oh yeah, do the configure first. Do that. Okay, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, why did... Oh, it launched on the other monitor! Oh no. Sorry. Close that out. I promise I'm not stalling. This is a game I actually like. Just need to... Maybe I want to put it yes on windowed. Maybe I want it yes on windowed. So if it pops up on the other monitor, I can get it to where it... Okay, there we go. That looks right. Now, theoretically, this just works. He said, foolishly and optimistically. Do I have to window capture this? Fine. If I have to window capture this, so be it. It's everyone's favorite, black screen. You love black screen. Black screen is the best. Okay, there we go. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Sonic Adventure. Oh, yeah! This is happening!
Select a file.
Oh, I do have a save file. Have I? I don't think I've played this on stream. If I have, it's been a long time. 2022. We just play the game. Sonic!
Let's get him.
Station Square, Adventure Field. Ah, nostalgia. Though for me, it's kind of fake because I only ever played this on GameCube. And then on PC, of course.
Oh yeah! This is happening.
I'll admit, I'm not much of a Sonic fan anymore, but I do love Sonic's voice. Even though he has, like, 8 different voice actors. Just always that, like, brash, confident... I like the Sonic vibe, is all I'm saying. It's Chaos, the god of destruction.
You are completely surrounded. Surrender yourself.
Typical cops shooting first, asking questions later. Sonic doesn't like the police.
Lock on target, men. Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
I love Sonic Adventure voice acting. I love it so.
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Sonic's like, I'm gonna murder this guy. Big ups to the game, though. They actually give you those 2 rings you go through in the cutscene. Very nice of them. Chaos Zero. Get ready to eat to get homing attacked, chump. Oh, too early. Oh. Get down here. Easy.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Duh.
Enemy score. Though I will admit, possibly a hot take, my favorite stages in this game are the Amy stages. I don't care. I think they're good.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
You big drip. It's a sewer grate, Sonic.
You know nothing, fool! It's chaos! The
God of destruction! Eggman, always the best part of any Sonic thing he's in. Always.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, the Generations remake? I've heard that, Cody. I also heard that Sonic Frontiers was pretty good.
You're gonna crash! Ah!
My own history with Sonic was basically, I played Sonic 2, I played Sonic Adventure 2, I played this game,
What am I gonna do with you?
I played Shadow the Hedgehog, I no longer wanted to play Sonic games anymore. So, I don't really know for modern Sonic. This is like almost as modern as it gets for the Sonic games I know. But yeah, I've heard the new one is good, but I don't know. I don't have much interest in picking it up. But happy for the Sonic faithful, if it is as good as the people say. Because it seems like it... Then again, I always have to, like... I feel like we still might be in the honeymoon period for the new Sonic game. Because I feel like every time a new Sonic thing comes out, like, Sonic fans come crawling out of the internet woodwork and they're like, Sonic is good again! Suck it, haters! We finally have a good game! And then, like, give it a couple months and everyone's like, oh no, actually this game was bad. Oh no, what's gonna happen to the franchise? And I'm like, where have I heard this before? Is that a little uncharitable of me? Yes, that's a lot uncharitable of me. But I've seen it happen a lot of times before, because I'm an old man at this point. Like, for too long here, I won't be able to deny being in my mid-30s anymore. A sobering thought. I should think of something to do... I don't even know offhand what day my birthday falls on. Like, what day of the week. I always take it off work anyway, though, so... I should do something. Stream something completely self-indulgent. That I might not do normally. I mean, I can't stream Sakura Dungeon, because Twitch is run by cowards in that respect. So unfortunately I can't be that self-indulgent, but... Yeah, Sonic was like, it was this it had this kind of exotic appeal for me when I was very young. Because I only ever had Nintendo consoles, and like, I was like, yeah, Mario's whatever, but whoa, Sonic, he's like, kind of cool and smarmy, or whatever. Because they are the haters of their own series. Okay, fair, Franz. See, I haven't been in the fandom for years and years, so I know that was the case once, but I wasn't sure if it still was, is all. But fair play. Fair play. I feel like I only really know one person who's really into Sonic, and she's pretty low-key about it. Like, when it comes up, like, she and I, like, she is the only other person I know that I can send, memes about Archie Sonic to, and she'll get them, because that was my obsession as a youngin'. Benson Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, fair. I think I did see some of that and Shadow the Hedgehog, but at the time I just chalked that up to Shadow the Hedgehog being truly that bad.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test
I wanna
of
fly
the new
high.
prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Whoa! Chaos Emerald!
I love the stupid mouse in this
I
game.
just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured...
Unlimited power?
Supercharged! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Sonic's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Faster than me? I don't know about that, buddy. Now you can play with Tails. Sonic, that's a minor. Sonic, no! What I want to know is, when do I run into Amy? Because I do want to see if I can get to an Amy stage. Because I think the Amy stages are good. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I missed the Amy... Well, granted I played Sonic Adventure 2 before this game. When I went back to this game, I was like, man, why didn't we get Amy stages in Sonic Adventure 2? I think I might be the only person in the world with that take, judging from some reactions I've gotten before. Oh wait, is this where I get the oh no? Oh, damn it, not yet. I remember this game, but I don't remember the order things happen in.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence!
Silence!
Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna
2 more stages, okay.
You're always up to no good.
Well, I guess then I gotta go fast!
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere! Or else!
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
You know, it's honestly very considerate of him to be like, I'm starting a new evil plan! Just so you know, Sonic. Yes, that sounds right. Twinkle Park, because I think that's her first stage. Egg Hornet. Oh wait, is this all systems full power? You better use all systems full power.
All systems, full power!
You're too slow! Come on, Eggman. You aren't even trying on this one, buddy. It's time!
All systems, full power! He's not gonna get away with this!
You can't keep getting away with this! I know that's not what he says, but in my heart, that's what he means. I'm just running in circles.
All systems, full power!
Oh, Eggman!
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
I don't remember, which voice actor was it that Sonic had back then? This was always like... I was like, really liked this voice for Sonic. Like, I think more than the others. Why the splat noise? Why the splat noise, though?
Well, that wasn't so hard. Oh no!
I never did fully beat this game, though.
Time to eat.
Because Big the Cat exists. And the less said about his stages, the better, in my opinion.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Sonic, that was like 10 minutes ago. I have the timer up on the screen. Oh, whoops. Timer is covered up. Oh, that pauses it. Okay. Okay.
His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald.
Sorry, it's because I'm having to do this by window capture.
In him.
Little janky.
Invincible. And work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all. Come on, Chaos. Let's find another emerald, shall we?
I did always like Chaos, though. Cool design, cool idea for a monster, like...
Sonic! We can't let him get away
Well,
with this.
granted, I know he's not a monster, but...
Without more emeralds,
Cool
we
creature
can't
design.
transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
And puts the Chaos Emeralds, like, front and center. Which I think is good for a Sonic game. I don't remember what they want me to do at this point. Chaos! Exactly. Sometimes the NPCs just outright tell you what to do. Leon! Oh, wait,
Tails' workshop should be around here somewhere.
Oh, I still have things to do in the workshop? Oh wait, do I get one of the rail shooter stages? Yep, this sure is Tails' workshop. Oh! Oh my god, it's right there, me. Okay, yeah, so there's Windy Valley, and then I believe it's Twinkle Park, and then I should be able to get an Amy stage. Okay. I believe it gets set... No? Is it over here? That looks correct. Somewhere around here, at least. I was kind of glad that they didn't bring this back in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, the free roaming parts of it. Always seemed a little half-baked to me. But maybe that's just my Sonic Adventure 2 bias talking, because, again, I played these out of order, so... It does make me curious how well, Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. The key is floating. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna take a break after... Or is this something I should look at now? Just since I'm window capturing, it's gonna completely freeze everything if I tab out to look at it. Otherwise, I'll check it when I go on break, which is probably gonna be after this game. 1 second. Okay, then. Understandable. I appreciate that. The tail stages were pretty good, too. I forgot about the tail stages. Giving you an egg. You will give me an egg. Who do you think I am, Proton John? Oh. Almost fell to my death. No big deal. It's fine.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land
Yep,
on
I do
panel
in fact
or
know
else
the
you
thing.
fall.
Where do you think I stole the idea for Shuffle Saturday from? I do indeed know the thing, though I haven't watched John in quite a while at this point. But yeah, you know, obviously he has literally tens of thousands more games to pick from than me, but... the old Wesker egg. Do still like John's style, just how he runs, fortune cookie, he calls it. It's just a little too slow for me anymore. Like, there's a little too much time between games. So it's kind of rough for me if he, like, plays a game that truly I have no interest in. That and sometimes some of his co-hosts, like, I kind of resolved to, like, never have co-hosts for when I do this, because when I used to watch John a lot, sometimes he would get on one of his friends where, like, I just could not stand, like, the sound of their voice, or just something about them, and it would kind of ruin it for me. I'm like, I need to keep it just me, because if people are coming here, they're coming here for me, because Lord knows I'm not consistent in terms of what games my content is. Oh yeah, no. He did not invent this thing, but he's the one who definitely popularized it. I think there's some other creator friend of his that originated it, but now I can't remember for the life of me, and I feel a little bad, but my style, at least, is most heavily influenced by him, for sure. Just, you know, I spend less time on games. I don't do polls, mostly because I often don't have an active enough audience to justify a poll. And I don't do, like... I don't do, like, segments in between. Those always kind of bother me. But, like, good for him that he has enough fan art where he can just be like, hey, let me look at fan art of me for, like, a good 15 minutes. I'm like, damn. That's how you know... Sonic, what are you doing to Tails? Tails, do I need to call someone? Blink twice if you're being held against your will.
Yeah,
Tails?
not bad.
Tails? Tails, speak to me.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
That's my cue, I believe. Alright, I think we run into Amy after this? Question mark? Or is this a weird thing where, like, I go into a random alleyway and find a key that I need back in the Mystic Ruins? That could also be a thing. That could also be a thing. As I've said, I don't remember the order in
There's
which...
a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
There sure is. Alright, random voice, I'll listen to you. Okay, clearly not that part of the sewer. Don't... Was this like the one highway stage? Is that what comes next here? Ah. Maybe get up here? Oh, that's right, there are still upgrades in this game. I forgot.
Now you've got Lightspeed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power.
Right.
Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the Lightspeed Dash. The Lightspeed Dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
God, they made Lightspeed Dash so much cooler in Sonic Adventure 2. Because it requires no charge up there.
Ready, go!
It is still kind of neat to do. Just... I don't know. What did I need that for, game? Oh, mysterious tutorial voice, wherever could you be?
You can go to the casino area at nighttime.
200% more likely to soft like or kill you. Yeah. True, true. You know, the whole, put, like, 18 different things on one button. Yeah, Sonic Adventure. We got it on, the old Shuffle Saturday, Dread. Oh, wait, that's right. The casino is through the hotel. I remember now. Yeah, we having a Sonic Adventure. I don't know. Sonic Adventure 2, Light Dash may be janky, but I still love it. Which... is this the way to the... No. That is the way to the pool. Inevitable Sonic Casino level, which...
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Come to think of it... At least it's a playable game. True, true. Huh? Oh! It was like, what did that do? Great, time to gamble. Get the Chaos Emerald. Store your rings in the vault. Try to save at least 400 rings in the vault. Gamble, gamble, gamble. What is the easy way, Franz? I am unaware of... I assume the hard way is playing it as intended and doing, like, what I'm doing right now. If it's a speedrunner trick, I probably won't be good enough to pull it off. Realistically. But, hey, that's perfectly alright, Dread. Less than 50 rings on the table and fall into the sewer. Oh. Well, I've already screwed it up. So I guess I'm doing it the hard way. Besides, you just have to get 400 rings. That's not that bad. And it's kind of like gambling. Kind of. Already like quarter of the way there, basically, kind of. Oh wait, like get into the... Get into this? You mean? Okay, drop off rings, and then go back into pinball? Oh, and then... Go back into the vault, or back into pinball? Pinball, okay. I'm completely unaware of how this works, so bear with me. Alright, so I'm just gonna do nothing here. And die. Because I'm still gonna get some rings. I mean, it's kind of like the one Advance Wars 2 mission that you can pull a Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing on. Because it completely breaks the AI. Is it rare? I remember getting it a lot when I played this mission the first time. But my luck, I guess. Actually, there's a line of rings here. Why am I doing this the hard way? Oh. Never mind. Actual level now. Great! Yeah, I had no idea this was here. Oh wait, I still need rings? I still need rings? Oh, like I get 400 rings this way and not by playing pinball. Oh, okay. I thought this would just take me directly to the thing. Got it. Huh, yeah, I've never done it this way. Granted, I've only played through the Sonic story like twice, but I just always did it by doing the pinball. No idea this was an option, so this is cool that this is here, I suppose. Oh god, how do I get high enough for that? You know what? I'm gonna not worry about it. Average Vim take. Correct. Correct. Oh, that did... Wait, I'm already back? That didn't seem especially... Get in the shower when you get... Okay. Is it like a specific shower I need to be in? Oh! Huh. Oh yeah, and it won't let me move now that he's in it. He's just vibing. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's kind of neat. Get all the sewer stank off. Very important, it's true. Now where was... Here was. I don't think I have enough yet. Yeah, very cool. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes, so... Alas, I could not make it to the Amy stage. Yeah, still like 100 rings short. Appreciate it, though. Good to know more about a game that I do enjoy. Alright, and I think before I roll next game, I'm going to take a bit of a break. The tea I've been drinking is flowing right through me. So I will be back in just a couple minutes, and then we'll see what's up next on Shuffle. And another thing that I've already forgotten. I am reaching the loopy point so much faster than normal today. It's been such a long day. Don't mind me, I'll be right back. What kind of crappy DM makes you pass a nature check just to pee? Fire that DM. Oh, Dread's still in Abbott. You can't hear me. Never mind then. It's just you and me, my lovely subscribers, and anyone using Turbo. How you doing? Appreciate the hell out of you. I don't want to bring down the vibe too much, but I found out that I'm not going to be able to get some medical treatment that I need because I don't have $4,000 laying around. So I appreciate you chipping a few more things my way. It's not anything life-threatening. This is not a beg for money. Just to be clear. I appreciate the support. And if you're hearing this because you're watching the VOD, you're lovely too. Yeah, it's not great, Franz. It's not great. But, long story short, I will live, but, it will cause problems if I do not. Franz, I just said it wasn't a beg for money. Thank you, though. I really appreciate the gift subs. Yeah, it is not anything life-threatening, but a thing that I'll need to take care of eventually. Is all. Too bad, get loved, nerd. No! Oh well, if I must accept this burden. Alright, next for us on Shuffle shall be DEF CON on Steam. What is DEF CON? DEF CON Everybody Dies. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna veto that one. It does count for the... I didn't start a prediction, did I? Great, good work, me. Yes, you now have the power of the Chavez, Dread. Wait, oh my god! Hype train. I don't know that I've ever had a hype train on my channel before. Woo! What do you do when there's a hype train? Anyway, instead of DEF CON, we shall play The Night Fisherman. Which... I guess I've beaten this game before? I do not remember this. This is probably one of the games I have from Itch.io. So I will need to Night Fisherman. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember this one. Okay, yeah, I think I actually... Oh, I've missed him. He was always there, waiting for you. Ever so patiently. Ever so patiently. Alright. This is a game that I do not remember being that long. So we might very well beat this well before 30 minutes is up. But let me flip over to this screen and get that set up. Start files, Fisherman. If I have this installed elsewhere, I'm going to feel very silly. But I don't think I do. Oh, can I use, like, the proper PC capture for the first time this goddamn stream? Maybe. Possibly. Or not. That's fine, too. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, chat is... Okay. Hang on. Gotta adjust some things here. Let me scrunch you guys down a little bit. Move the game over some. We'll start in soon. The Night Fisherman is coming. It's gonna be amazing. Timer will have to go over the game a little bit, I guess. I know, this is the thrilling content that people crave. Okay, still a little bit of overlap, but that should help it a little bit. 30 minutes on the clock. I don't think we need it, but let's play The Night Fisherman. You are a night fisherman. You spot a boat approaching in the distance. After stowing your flashlight, you reach over the side of the boat and collect a palm full of water. You throw it over your face, washing the night's stresses away. You pick up your rod and open your bait pouch. We're just tossing bait in the water? No. You gotta have one on the hook. You wince as you pierce its squirming body. Behold it regretfully for a moment, and cast the line. The man in the other boat has a thin strap across his body. On his back, you can see the protruding stock of a shotgun. Hello, sir. I'm Churchill with the EPG. Hello. I'm checking in with all vessels in the area. Wondering if you wouldn't mind lending me a lighter. Mine must have gone overboard. Aye, of course. You toss the lighter to the other boat. Hype chest? It gave an emote to me? Interesting. Is that a thing that happens to everybody? I don't know how this works. This never happens on my channel. Thank you again. Thank you, sir. You are Mr. Gardiner, are you not? That'll be me. The other man lights a cigarette, then pockets your lighter. You steal a glance around your boat. And you know who I am? What I do? I do. Then please tell me, what is it that I do? Oh, you find immigrants. Oh, I can see it from here. Oh. Oh. Behind our character. We've got a boy on board. You find immigrants. You consider for a moment as Churchill's eyes fix on you. You're part of the English Protection Group. You stop smugglers from bringing immigrants into England. Bingo! That's the job Mr. F has given us indeed. It's my duty to sail about, checking every boat out here, checking the caves. Our leader doesn't want any immigrants slipping through the net. It's good speaking to you, Mr. Churchill, but how am I able to help? I'm sure you can't. I'm told you're an upstanding man, Mr. Gardiner. But perhaps you can help me another way. You must hear gossip, perhaps from Mrs. Gardiner. Have you heard anything about the smugglers? Ah. You reach down, grab a tin of cheap Shandy Bass beer. I heard. They moved further north. Just a rumor, mind you, but they moved north. Apparently there's better caves near the next estuary anyway. So they let their French counterparts know to make a slightly longer journey. Ah, shame. Perhaps they outfoxed us this time. The man sighs into a cigarette as you drink your watery lager. Begins like, hey, just in case you haven't realized the situation you're in. Also, I have failed at timer size. Is that better? Not really. Whatever, we'll just have it on top of the gameplay a little bit. Fine. Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to do here. My work is done. Sorry to have troubled you. Not at all, sir. A welcome distraction. Churchill drops his shoulders. He's at ease now. His threatening presence is dissipating. Churchill turns his hand to his boat, readying himself to leave, and he's gonna one more thing me. Caught anything tonight? Not much luck tonight, no. Nor me. You know what they call me in the lefty papers? He hovers for your answer. I don't pay attention to things like that. No, of course, but you've heard it, surely. You know of the name. Aye. Then, please, what is it? The dark masks the sweat on your brow. The Kid Fisher. You're apprehensive, unsure how he'll react. They call you the Kid Fisher. Yes, a name I've well earned. He's focused on you again now, no longer leaving. They call me this because I'm the best at fishing immigrants out of this channel before they reach shore. And because they say I cast them back out to water. It's not a perfect metaphor. Here's a better one. The animal that best embodies the character of an Englishman is naturally the lion. We are proud, stubborn, Often uninterested in menial labor, but so powerful that others will do it for us. I feel bad that I didn't give this guy an English accent from the outset. Whatever. So most of the EPG will hunt in places which could hide a lion. They check sturdy shipping containers and yachts. But, oop. Accidentally double-clicked. They swarm in great number, attracted to urban places. Roost anywhere they can, and most importantly, we don't like them. Now, pigeons are really no different than the beloved jay. But we malign the pigeon, consider them dirty, vermin. It's difficult to be a pigeon. Mr. Gardner, I'm the best at catching them because I know what tremendous feats human beings are capable of once they abandon dignity. You listen in silence. Anyway. I assume you won't mind if I enjoy a tipple? Go ahead. The other man pulls an elegant bottle out of his jacket pocket. The blue glass is artfully blown to appear as if thorny rose stems are wrapped around it. Is this a political story? What gave it away? The bottle is capped with a cast metal stopper in the shape of a rose. He removes it and drinks from the bottle. Sapphire Rose. There's no better scotch. Shh. I'm gonna have to inspect your boat. When people cooperate with me, they are not punished. In fact, they're given safe passage home to their loved ones, and no charges are brought. You understand? Aye. The Kid Fisher's face becomes deadly serious. It really is, HD. Welcome. You're transporting an illegal immigrant, aren't you? You consider for a second, and that very consideration gives you away. There's nothing for it now. Aye. Yeah. They're hiding underneath that tarpaulin behind you, aren't they? Tears mix with the sea spray and sweat dripping into the boat. Aye. I will now throw you a line. Move far away from the tarpaulin and get ready to swim. The rope attached to the larger vessel lands at the fore of the boat, away from the tarp. Follow his instructions or go to the boy. There's surely a reason we were transporting him. Go to the boy! You kneel by the tarp. Take the boy's hand in your own. His confused eyes cut at you. I'm sorry, lad. Churchill takes another sip of Sapphire Rose, stoppers it, and places it back inside his coat. At least watery beer deep, right? Such a shame, Mr. Gardner. Could have taken the rope and been dropped safely home. I'll send my regards to your wife. Rule Britannia. The fisherman's boat flips, the hull partly shattered. For a few seconds, Churchill watches the water, weapon at the ready. The boy resurfaces, gasping air misted with the fisherman's blood. Churchill lines up his final shot. Then relaxes the gun with an ecstatic grin. Laughing, he turns to his vessel and readies it to sail on. I hope we meet again. Goodbye, little one. Watching the boat leave, the boy begins weakly to swim. Would you like to save your decisions from the Night Fisherman? This will affect the story and other games in the Sacrifices series and replace any previous save file. I didn't know this was a series. But yes, that is the game. If I recall correctly, there is no way for both the fisherman and the boy to get away. But I don't mind trying, because we've been on this not even 10 minutes. Yeah, it is cool. Very, like, got a lot of stuff. Oh, it just quits to desktop. Okay, let me start it up again. I'll give another shot at it, and then... Okay, cool. It did just start capturing again, without me having to muck around with it. The Night Fisherman. I should look into other games made by this group. Night Fisherman, boat approaching in the distance. Let's toss boiled bait in the water this time. You let the maggots be. Instead, you cast a handful of smelly, boiled bait into the sea. And cast your line. Boiled bait. The man in the other boat has a thin strap across his body. Land the lighter. I'm like, yeah, sure. I am Mr. Gardner. Stay silent. You don't answer the question of what he does. No need to be shy, Mr. Gardner. It's a long night and I'm starved for conversation. Indulge me. You stop smuggling. You consider for a moment as Churchill's eyes fix on you. You're part of the English Protection Group. Stop smugglers from bringing immigrants into England. Job Mr. F is given. Told you're an upstanding man. Heard anything about the smugglers? We crack open our cheap beer. We try... You spooked them, they stopped. Just a rumor, mind you, but they stopped operating. Apparently they got scared of the EPG, spooked into hiding. So they let their French counterparts know not to use this area anymore. Ah, shame. So the cowards ran back to their mother's skirts. No fun. Man sighs into his cigarette as you drink your watery lager. Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to do here. My work is done. Sorry to have troubled you. I don't know, sir. Welcome distraction. He, like, fakes, and he's like, oh, caught anything tonight? You're apprehensive, unsure how he'll react. They call you the Kid Fisher. Yes, a name I've well earned. Focused on you now. Best fishing immigrants. Not a perfect. Talks about being the lion. Oh, this is the line I missed. But illegal immigrants are pigeons, not lions. They swarm in great number, attracted to urban places, roost anywhere they can. Most importantly, we don't like them. Enjoy a tipple. Gonna have to inspect your boat. You understand. Transporting an illegal immigrant, and the fisherman's like, yep. So, let's do the selfish thing and save myself. You shuffle to the front of the boat and take the safety line, hands quivering. You keep your eyes up, away from the boy under the tarp. Churchill takes another sip of Sapphire Rose, stoppers it, and places it back inside his coat. Excellent. Mrs. Gardner will be very pleased to have you home safe and sound. Rule Britannia. Your boat flips the whole shot through. For a few seconds, all is black. The rope begins to pull you through the bitter waves. Churchill heaves you aboard his boat, then handcuffs you slumped against the guardrail. For a few seconds, he watches the water, weapon at the ready. The boy resurfaces, gasping at the sea air, so the boy does still survive. Okay. Churchill lines up his final shot, then relaxes the gun with an ecstatic grin. Laughing, he turns to his vessel and readies it to sail on. I hope we meet again. Goodbye, little one. Watching the boat leave, the boy begins weakly to swim. Okay. So you can keep them both alive, even though the fisherman gets arrested, so... This game would not be possible. Not possible, possible. Rude of me to hang... Oop. Oh. Man, I just clicked ahead and... Ooh. It opened up the Kickstarter page for this Sacrifices series. It did not meet its goal on Kickstarter. So it looks like they made 3 episodes, and they had planned on 7. Seems like a French game? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. They did mention the French. Yeah, a shame. But, well, that's kind of all there is for us here, so... In cases like these, when there's no more game to do, we move on even though it's not been 30 minutes, so... Because this is Shuffle Saturday, and we kind of need a game to game. So, gonna roll another game from the pool of around 2,500 different games. If you'd like for me to go for a different one after this next one comes up, let me know with an exclamation mark veto. Otherwise, we will be playing Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced for the Game Boy Advance. I don't I think this is the one that I played. Not get a podcast for 20 minutes. All this stream is just a podcast. Just cleverly disguised. I basically start up shuffle, podcast for 3 hours, occasionally switch a game. You have the power to spare us from this fate if you so choose, Dread. I do think I played this game and it's wasn't awful? Remember the boss fight being pretty bad. What the hell is happening with my PC? You gonna calm down? Okay, good. Alright, I'll start getting this fired up. Feel free to veto if you so choose. 2 Entranced. Skip the PlayStation games. I mean, yeah, that seems fairly inevitable. And even the PlayStation games, like, they have the rough parts about them. They do. This is prime suffering. Understandable. The suffering is partly the point. Where? There you are. Okay. So use window capture on something else. This is a little bit funky. Not Funky Kong, that's the wrong series. Thought it was the PlayStation version. Yeah, sadly no. That would be preferable, but I go to stream war with the army I got. So, 30 minutes on the clock. We're playing Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced. I do have a save file. Oh, good. So I beat Tiki Torture. There's Hoppin' Coffins. Oh yeah, that's right. Everyone got turned evil except for Crash. Let's try doing a barrel roll. Now it is your turn to use the Atmosphere Crunch, but be careful. Entropy has added some new dangers. Oh god. Yeah, when I inevitably die on this, I'm absolutely skipping this stage. These suck. I imagine this is probably something you could have, like... Because I know the Game Boy Advance had some kind of peripheral that let you use, like, gyro controls. I think they had a Kirby game where that was, like, the main thing was it had compatibility. I'm betting that this game has that, too, for just these crappy stages. But I don't got that, so... As a result, they're just kind of bad. What is Warp Zone? Is that just... Oh, okay, great. I can just bounce out. Okay. A normal level. I'll take this over... I've screwed myself. Oh, I do have a double jump. I'd forgotten that. Yeah, double jump in a platformer, Bim. Truly revolutionary. And I'm not gonna try to get full... Really? Okay, game. Sure. We can pretend that was fair. I never was huge on the Crash games. My little brother was like, Crash and Spyro, those were like his bread and butter when we had our PS1. But, you know, I was just after the like 800 JRPGs that were on the PlayStation. You know, after I ran out of Final Fantasy, I had to go for the weirder stuff. Your Kartia, the Word of Fate, and such. That's a reference for literally no one. I'm convinced... It's one of those that's one of those games where, like, I'm firmly convinced I'm the only person that ever played that game. You guys have games like that? Where, like, you almost kind of doubt its existence a little bit? Oh boy, bonus stage. The trouble is, like, I want games like that I have in my brain to be like, you know, these hidden gems, but Karcha, it wasn't that good. It really wasn't. And that... How the hell? Huh. Well, whatever, I'm not going for full completion anyway. You're not... Oh. Yeah. I know you don't have audio, Repu, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Stupid nitro crates. I'm just gonna skip that. We're just gonna go ahead and skip that. But yeah, it is weird given the number of games. You know, I don't have a Proton John number of games, but I get... Oh. I get repeats way more than you'd expect for the size of the pool I have to draw from. It's like, there's so many games that I've had for the entire, like, 3+ years I've been doing this, and sometimes the same shit just keeps coming up. I swear, the game roulette is, it's biased. Doesn't want you guys to see the other shit. Am I saying there's a conspiracy attached to this? Yes. That didn't give me my 1-up. I'm sure there's a way to make it happen, but... Could really use a mask here. Could really use a... Wurbago! Aku? Is that his name? I forget. But whatever, end of the stage. Continue and save. Block full of seagulls. Sounds oh no. God, every Crash game loves this kind of shit. And I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm pretty sure these kinds of stages are the main reason why I never got into Crash games. I don't know how my little brother had the patience for him. Because you just get no chance to react. Well, you get something of a chance to react, but... I don't know. These stages often feel very unfair. Where'd I go? Well, at least I got a mask. At least I got a mask. It's not the mask. Jim Carrey would sue somebody. Don't know why I thought of it. Oh! That was unclear that I was going to hit that thing, but sure, alright, whatever. And I guess this isn't so bad. I'm used to these being a lot more unforgiving. Then again, it is still a relatively early game stage. Just the perspective's a little weird on the Game Boy Advance doing this. And again, I remember getting a little tripped up by similar visual noise, conveyance issues, whatever you want to call it, on the PlayStation games as well. Where it's like, oh, I didn't think that was going to hit me from over there. Oh, it was HD? Nice. And I'm sorry. This is not exactly Crash at his best. It's an okay Crash, but it's not that... Oh no, I have to do it? Oh no, I have to do it. Oh no, I have to do it. Oh boy, alright. Well, get ready for 23 minutes of this. I'll just have to try and take this slow, which the game does not want me to do, because there are speed panels everywhere. This is fine. This is fine. Perfect for a kiddo on Game Boy. Fair. I just feel like all my Game Boy experiences, for the most part, were with RPGs. You know, the Dragon Quest ports and such. Because that was the one my parents learned would keep me busy for long enough. Wait, was I not supposed to go this way? Oh my god, this was an optional path. I'm gonna harm myself. No! Well, now I know that I don't, in fact, need to go that way. Perhaps. It's not, like, bad, but I do feel like, yeah, if this weren't on, you know, the Retron, I would be getting on a little better. Oh god. Okay. I mean, it still has the bullshit, unfair nitro crates that are the bread and butter of Crash difficulty. Where they're like, haha, you have 0.1 seconds to react. What do you mean you didn't know that was coming? Die! He said, proceeding to die like 8 times in a row to things that are decidedly not nitro crates. Yeah, we just gonna take this slow. I know that's not what they want me to do, but they can screw themselves. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, the whole thing with, you have the crystals, and then to get the gems, you have to, like, go through the whole stage, and get every box, which just... No. Just no. And I feel like in the OG Crash, which was the one I played the most, you also had to do that without dying, because dying reset your box count. I noticed that it doesn't seem to be doing that here, which is a goddamn mercy. I'm not completionist. Same. And I think my experience with the Crash games may be part of why I'm not a completionist. Yeah, that's what I'll chalk it up to. Playing the Crash games as a youth, and then playing Dragon Quest III's Game Boy Color version, which I do adore and I think is great, but it is a completionist's nightmare. You have to either do save manipulation or play through the game at minimum 3 separate times to fully complete it. Even if you use save manipulation, it's still, I think, like 120 hours to complete it, and that is all just grind for pure RNG drops. Oh god, no. No, not like this, not like this. Okay. Ha! Nice. I am not sure what my first experience with a console was. I wish I could remember. I know I played the SNES some. It's probably a SNES. Remember there also being an... Oh, okay, that's not a death clip. It looked like it might have been. I also remember there being an NES around in, like, some place where I was, like, sent to daycare when I was younger and playing a lot of, like, one of the old Mario Bros. On it. And, of course, Russian Attack, the best game on the NES that's not Dragon Quest III. I do feel like that's unusual, because, like, Nintendo was just so dominant back in those... Well, then again... There was already PlayStation, like, Sony thoroughly started to unseat Nintendo by those days in terms of market dominance. Can I avoid the nitro barrels? No, I can't. Or at least I can't avoid them showing up by taking an alternate path. Which was what I meant, but the game's like, haha, no, you must suffer, Bimbert. Oh, thank God. Please be stage exit up here. My best impression of the Aku Aku mask. God, I hate these stages. I hate these stages. I hate these stages. Okay. Wow, I actually got pretty close, but that's just because that really tells you how many goddamn nitro crates were in the stage that I was not trying for completion at all. I still got like 90 out of 100 of them. Game Boy was first, everything. I mean... a fine thing to have as the first... your first, video game, I say. There's a thing over here. Just a man to murder. Understandable. I feel... yeah, I had, I was, like, something of a curiosity around my school, because I still had an OG Game Boy, like, not even a Game Boy Pocket or a Game Boy Color, when those were absolutely out. I had the old brick Game Boys, so, like, I, like, went to play Pokemon Silver on it, and one of my friends was like, Vim, it's not gonna work on that. I'm like, yeah, it will. Because they thought of Crystal, which had to be on the Game Boy Color. And they were amazed when I could play Pokemon Silver on, like, an old brick Game Boy. They're like, what? How did you do that? That fire is very well placed, and I hate it. Maybe if I... Oh, right, I can't stand on that because it explodes. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, that's all the further I had to go. How do I... Rectangle versus the tall rectangle. Yep.
Back in the good old days, we knew what gaming was. And by God, we liked it. Our stages went...
Fucking birds. Not gonna go there, because I don't care about completion, and it will probably find a way to kill me. You know, like that just did. Oh, Lord. Okay, so now prepare for what the rest of the segment is gonna be, apparently. Oh, boy. Yeah, a lot of good memories with the Game Boy, and then later the Game Boy Advance, really. Though I... Advance Wars, Riviera, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Even though that game is absolutely a disgrace to the legacy of the original Final Fantasy Tactics. But, whatever. It's a fine game on its own right, so just get bitter when I think about the pedigree, which is maybe a little unfair of me, but... Yeah! I also had the purple one. And I... That's probably part of why my eyes are so bad. I would play that thing far into the night on car trips, just like trying to get that last little bit of light to play through like one more map on Advance Wars or something like that. On the Summon Night games. The Summon Night games were big mainstays in my library too. Then eventually I got the SP, which was wonderful. That backlight, truly a lifesaver. No, that light attachment sucked. That thing was worthless. Maybe I can get, like, some more lives or, like, a mask in this bonus stage, maybe? You can tell I'm getting desperate. Or there could be more lava. My favorite. Though this isn't bad, because there's none of those, God, I hate having to make leaps of faith. None of those random fireballs trying to kill me. Delicious fruit. Oh! Oh, it was more lava. It did, in fact, find a way to kill me. Great. Just as the old gypsy woman warned me. Or wait, isn't that... That's... I'm not supposed to say that word. That's me being an old man. Don't mind me. I think? Someone in chat called foul when I said, pronounce the word GYP, so.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere. We didn't have, like, minorities.
I was like, I'm gonna angle this so I land perfectly on the platform. It's gonna be great, it'll keep going. Well, I landed on the platform, it's just, it was falling into the abyss, but I had no way to see that. Because of the tiny, tiny ass screen that I have to deal with. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now I've been sent all the way back here. Oh, yes, want to bring this up because I mentioned it on Wednesday stream, but as I said before, no, not everybody who comes to these comes to Wednesday streams. I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving this year, so, and I do have Black Friday off. They were just like, yeah, we know y'all are going to take it off anyway, so whatever. We're giving the whole organization the day off. So I could actually stream during the day on Black Friday. My initial thought was to, like, play, just, like, as a one-off. One of the capitalism games I got in my back pocket, Reciteer, or, the one pawn shop one, No Umbrellas Allowed. And, like, just kind of chill and, like, sell video game things. Or I could do more casino, and I'm just wondering, like, if any of those sounds particularly good to anyone that happens to be here. Just to get a little more idea. Because since it's not a normal day, I would feel weird about doing, like, you know, Tyrion Cuthbert or something like that. Because that's not a day when people expect it to be there. And since it's during the day, I don't know how many people would be able to be, like, Oh! I got a little helipack? Okay, that's neat. Yeah, I don't know how many people would... I imagine I'd get a lot of, like, work lurks and the like, so I don't know if people would be up for, like, a shuffle on that day, because people might not be able to be active enough to, like, veto and stuff, though. I know I got my lurkers on What Killed Me. What killed me? Seriously, what... Did anything hit me, or did the game just decide, no, you get to die now? Did I hit the ceiling, or like... Must have hit the ceiling or something. Huh. Anyway. As a... Oh! Stupid flaming rock again. You want to say, I know I have lurkers on these streams too, and I appreciate y'all. Please never feel pressured to speak up and chat or anything. It's nice when folks do, but I understand. Y'all got other things to do. And like most streamers, I am not, you know, quote-unquote first monitor content. People just vibe and hang out while they're doing other things. I accept this. Wait, I beat all the stages. What? Oh. There's a path down. We must fight evil Coco. Beat the shit out of your evil little sister. I'm gonna... Well, this is going well. God, those things have such a fat hitbox for no reason. Hurt box? Whatever. Okay, I appear to have read the pattern correctly. I just, And then she goes back to the things that I can actually dodge. Got it. Knew that was going to be bad. Okay. The game's like, you're pretty shit at this. We'll actually give you more than one health in this boss fight. Thank you, game. Appreciate you recognizing me for the baby garbage gamer that I am. Thank you. God, I kind of wish there was a little more of a pause between when her laser stops and when the bombs start. I feel like I'd be able to exploit that to, like, move to safety a little better. So this arena is fucking tiny. She's gonna laser. She's gonna laser. No? Okay. Will say, though, this is not nearly so bad as the fight against, Large Lad. Whatever his name is. I'm still having trouble, yes, but I feel like I'm not gonna have to, like, continue, like, 6 times in a row to be able to beat that boss fight. It will be bad, but it will not be that bad. You know? And I can live with that. It's a little tempting in terms of Friday stream to just do Vegas stakes again, because I don't want to leave that one off. I don't want to leave that one unfinished now that I've started it, but at the same time I am a little anxious to have Wednesdays be like Arzette or one of the other games that was actually on demo day that people have had a chance to, like, check out and vote for, like, yes, we want to see you play this, versus Vegas Stakes, which is me being like, hey, let me play a random game here. But, oh, she's reloading when she goes over there. Okay, there is a reason why her shield drops. I hadn't noticed that. Also, wow, Crash, can't believe you would beat up a girl. And your own little sister to boot. My god. Though she is in her sky submarine? I don't even know what you would call that vehicle. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Nope, Nope, still died. I could really use just a crumb of health, Crash game, please. And baby gamer. Oh, chat tracker died. Sorry, haven't meant to ignore anyone. If people have been saying things. Super pack with entrance to Nitro card. Nice. Yeah. Casual Wednesdays is a good term for it, because I'm never gonna play anything like Tyrion Cuthbert on a Wednesday. Anything that's really like, I really gotta voice act the shit out of it. Because particularly now that my job is having me do a little more phone work, which kind of pisses me off, because the whole reason I took the promotion was like, hey, I thought I was gonna be able to get away from that, even though you aren't gonna really pay me any more money. But they're like, oh, the work is slow, we'll have other stuff eventually. I'm like, okay. But yeah, just something that's a little more like the games I tend to play on Shuffle, where it's just game and me just talking about nonsense. It's still less phone work than it was, but it's me having to cold call clients, and it's just like, it's really stupid. It's basically, we made this massive change to some of our online stuff, and I'm having to call clients, some of whom have not needed our services for literally half a year. So they've forgotten they have an account with us, and being like, hey, to regain access to your account, you'll need to do this new thing that we have. Here's how to do it. And half the time people are like, why the hell are you calling me? I don't need that shit anymore. I'm like, okay, sorry to take up any more of your day. Okay, bye. Just truly the best is when I see that according to the date of birth, I'm calling someone near my age, because I know they're not going to answer a phone number from that they don't recognize. Though sometimes they do, and I'm like, who are you? Who are you? You're a millennial? You answer the phone for a phone number that you don't know? How? I don't understand. I'd assume the same would be true of Zoomers, but the occasional Zoomer that we have as a client, they seem to answer the phone too. Like, a lot more than people my own age, and I'm like, what the fuck? Come on. Y'all grew up in kind of the same age where phones stopped having this sacred status they had for the boomers, where someone, like, the phone rang, and we're like, oh, the phone's ringing, better get the phone, oh, gotta get the phone, oh, gotta at least answer the phone. You know, before it was all just telemarketers and bullshit. As it really could have used longer mercy invincibility there. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm calling them out of nowhere. They do not expect the call. Like, ever. Or sometimes, and I feel like such an old man for only just learning that phones can do this. One particular person, I was in the middle of leaving them a voicemail about, like, what they need to do to regain access to their account, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, right when I'm about to be like, and if you have questions, I just hear a hello. Like, I asked them about it, and apparently their phone was just, like, speech to texting the message I was leaving and giving them the option to pick up instead of letting me finish the voicemail. I'm like, God damn it. Because by the time they picked up, I had communicated all the information I was supposed to call about anyway, so it was just, well, you know about the thing you need to do? Yep. Okay, great. That's all I was calling you about. Do you have any questions for me? No, not really. Okay, bye! It was very uncomfortable. You know, I'm fine if, like... It's just it's such a stupid thing. It's such a stupid thing. People that do not need our services haven't used our services in forever. It's pointless bullshit busy work, basically. If there's, like, difficult work to do, but there's, you know, an intellectual challenge behind it, there's a purpose behind it, I'm good with that. This work, there is no point to the work. It is a thing that they were already told to do, and they're like, oh, yeah, let's have the new team call people that haven't done the thing, just in case they didn't know they had to do the thing. And I'm like, everyone knows they have to do the thing. These are people who have not done the thing, because they do not need the thing that we do. Sorry to be so vague, just as I mentioned before. If I get too specific about where I work and what I do, it would be fucking child's play to dox me. And I don't want that. I barely even show my face circa, you know, 8 years ago on stream. I don't... Damn it! Ugh! I should have known. I should have known that wasn't going to be safe. Yeah. I'd rather just be a voice. Trust me. You want me to stay as just a voice. The face is the disappointment. Also, I'm now noticing that both of the boss fights so far have been these really gimmicky, like, vehicle-based affairs. Is this how they all are in this game? Because that's not great. I've only had one stage to get used to how this thing handles. And of course, I go in with one hit and you're dead. So rather than focusing on the core controls of moving Crash around, just as Crash, they're like, nope, you gotta master this janky helicopter thingy. Oh god, laser wide! Okay. Okay. Kill shot, kill shot, kill shot. Victory! I know we're past 30 minutes. I just want to save after I get this done so I never have to do that boss fight again.
Oh, Crash, thank you. How did you break out of Entrance's hypnosis?
Something strange happened when you were being pulled into the vortex, Crash. Coco saw someone in Entropy's secret base that looked like you. I'll try to find out who while you go collect more crystals.
Crash is like, I don't understand anything you just said. Continue and save, for the love of God. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. I've once again failed to put up a prediction, because I understand how my own stream works. Great, great, great. This might be last game, depending on how I'm feeling. We shall see. So, next up on Shuffle Saturday shall be Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Unlike my good friend with the very similar name. Dread it, run from it. Game Boy Color always arrives on Shuffle. It always arrives in time. So I'll start to get that set up. If you'd rather we go for something... Wait, have I played this one? I don't think I have played this one. Regardless. I'll start to get this set up. Never mind on the still running timer. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. The BMX Triple X. Understandable. Understandable. You can DM it to me. Alright. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Oh, I guess I can increase the size of the chat out again. What? Stalling? Never. Never. I love Game Boy Color sport games. They're the best. Obviously, I gotta go for career. Do I have a... Oh, it's password. No, I do not have a password. New. We got Matt Hoffman. We got Mike Escamilla, who has no sponsor. Jorge Nastasio. Oh, Huffy. I had a Huffy back in the day. Joe Kowalski. Rick Thorne. Dennis McCoy. Kevin Robinson. Simon Tabron. You know what? Kowalski analysis. Score challenge, collect trick, collect... Oh, this is just Tony Hawk, but bikes? Is that all we're doing? Score 30,000 to get a cover. Can I... Oh. Well, that's off to a bad start. Okay, I've got bait... Started to do a trick. I just gotta build up a little more speed. This is the trouble, trying to play these games without an instruction manual. I never have any idea what I'm doing. Great, I almost earned points. Yep, just fucking die. Just full on Family Guy, just die. Just die. Die for good. Absolutely splatter, yeah. This factory is not OSHA compliant. At all. 180 no thought. What? So it's time for 30 minutes of men dying, unless I can figure out other controls here. Down appears to just be break. Up do anything different for me? Oh boy. This is my hubris for burning my vetoes. We thought Crash was peak suffering? No, 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 no. My sports games are always lying in wait on the Game Boy library. But hey. That's fair. Between sports games and the sheer number of platformers in my console stuff. That's extremely true, HD. That's extremely true. So hey, we threatened podcasts before. Well, now we're in peak podcast mode because I can't figure out how this shit works. I'll keep like mashing buttons in the meantime, but oh, I almost did a thing. I almost did a singular thing. You know, they wanted me to get 30,000 points. You know, I got 0. That's like close. What about collecting stars? Can I do better at that, maybe? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, and I should mention, of course, that tomorrow we'll be back to Tyrion Cuthbert. It might be a shorter stream, because I do have plans in the afternoon, so it will probably not be the finale, because we are going into the last case, but I doubt I'll be able to finish up whatever craziness the final case has for me in that one stream. So that will be happening over Thanksgiving weekend. Sorry, because there'll probably be a lot of people that won't be able to... Oh? Okay, I figured out how to move down. This is an important discovery. Can I, like, grind on that rail? Can I do a thing on that rail? Hey, there we go. I almost did a grind. Yeah, I know. Celeste McCoy. That's why I started talking about it. Oh, Celeste. I hope she gets angry a lot in the final case. Imagine Celeste being angry, guys. Would never happen. Never happen. Okay, I'm slightly more capable of doing this Find Stars mode. Slightly. And I am gonna miss that game when we are done with that game. Because it's been a delight. I have heard, because I looked into the developer some to be like, hey, do they have, like, anything else I could play? They are working on a sequel to Tyrion Cuthbert, which I will absolutely play when it comes out. Ceylana? Sheesh, listening to an audiobook but can't audiobook for the book club? Sheesh. I see how it is. I see how it is. But yeah, it's a very good visual novel. Okay, let me just try to collect 3 things instead. How the hell do I get up there? Oh. I just literally go up. Understandable. There is always, like, I never played any of the Ace Attorney games after, Apollo Justice. Or I played a little bit of Dual Destinies. Dual Destinies, that was the next one after Apollo Justice. And they have released them on, like, Steam, so I could very easily get them playing and captured on stream. Fair, fair. Had to wait a month for the book. Oh no. Ooh, brutal. Still, glad you're finding time to read despite school and such. Sounded like it was gonna be tough. Okay, so I found 2 of the letters. Or, you know, maybe career mode is not the way to go. Maybe just training. That might be a good idea. You know, let's do the tutorial. Hold up or down when approaching a ramp to turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, they actually have a tutorial on this. I'm just a dingus who ignored it. Basic tricks. Accelerate for more air, jump, then dial in 1 of 5 basic tricks. Okay, so A in a direction or A and B. Hour total of your day, 5 days. Ugh. Jeez, that's kind of a long commute. Or, wait, do you mean an hour of your week? Or that's like, man. Okay, so I gotta build up speed. Which I've been very bad about being able to do. But maybe, like, now? I can... Fuck. 30 each way. Oof. Man, I had an awful commute for a while when I was working in the finance world. I had a commute that was, it was 45 minutes one way. I don't know how I put up with that shit for, like... No, that was almost, like, 3 years. But they were paying me good money. Or, well, I guess it was only that bad of a commute for, like, 1 year while I was there. So, that makes a little more sense. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it. I'm playing the video game. Behold! Okay, the flare. Why is it just continually doing the flare? No footer. The Superman! Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Having to drive in the winter weather, I imagine a Jeep would be much better. This is just unicycle game. I would rather play unicycle game, straight up. I would much rather play unicycle game. Ah, damn it. Tried to get fancy. And completely flubbed it. Okay, I'm kind of getting a sense for, like, the flow. He says, immediately wiping out. Unicycle game at least had, like, the races and stuff. Though I don't, granted, I don't have a lot of... Oh, okay. Damn it, I almost did the thing. It's funny, because it told me to do, like, the basic tricks, and I feel like I've done all of them? I could be wrong. I'm frequently wrong when it comes to these games that I'm objectively garbage at. Button mash. That didn't work. It's funny, I feel like I have to have so much speed built up to do a trick, or else I just always wipe out. Like, I just always have to be going between these, even in, like, the actual stage. There, I had to do, damn it, I could only go between, like, just the sets of ramps, and there wasn't a whole lot of, like, straightaway to build up speed. All games are button mash. You know, it's like, every video game is just the same, you just push button. You either push button or you do motion control. That's it. Shooting game, you push button. RPG, you push button. Platformer, you push button. The push button game, and its many variants. That's all video gaming is, push button. It makes me think of, like, the King of the Hill bit where, like, Peggy invents a game that's spin the choice, and it's just you spin a wheel, and then you can either spin the wheel to win a chance to, or choose, and the choices are choose or spin the wheel. Because I think her theory is, like, all games are either, like, spinning or rolling, or, like, choosing things. So that's all it is. You choose between choosing or spinning, or you spin to get a chance to spin or choose. And that's all it is, just reduced down to its most basic element. Spin the choice. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I got I was gonna say I had something going there. Well, game, I mastered basic movement. Basic trick, well, that is beyond me. That is beyond me. I also get the feeling that, that longer project that I talked a while ago about, that might come back on the table. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't, because if it do, then it's going to mean that I had to take a temporary, like, layoff, furlough, leave of absence, whatever you want to call it, from work, just because of work getting very, very, very slow. But, I don't know. They claim that's not on the table, but just, I am having so little meaningful work to do at work, it's crazy. Like, some days, it's like I do 40 minutes of work, and then it's like, alright, time to do the bullshit cold call work. Oh gee, it's gonna take me a good 15 minutes to, review this client's account. Be a shame if, 7 of those minutes were spent playing Dragon Quest III HD 2D on my Steam Deck in offline mode, so you can't see that I'm doing that because I work from home. But, and normally I wouldn't feel bad about doing that if they're not, like, giving me real work to do, but is new team, so I don't want to give them excuses like, oh, Vimber, like, barely did any work today, so my guilt, my Catholic upbringing. I don't know. It's probably mostly in my head. And I doubt that they care, because they are, I don't know. Tough to say, because they are giving us more, like, training on things and stuff, so sure, they're just preparing us for what they expect to be, like, a busier time, but gives me a little bit of the anxieties. And soon I will be able to replace my garage door, so I'll have a working garage door, you know. Can't afford healthcare because I had to do shit for my house, but my house will be back in more or less fully functional order, so that's good. But on the bright side, no surgeries means no recovery from that. And that was gonna complicate streaming things, because they were talking me through, like, okay, you won't be able to, like, stay sitting for an extended period of time. You'll need to, like, get up and move for every, like, 5 minutes out of every hour. I'm like, ooh, streaming will be difficult in that case. Or I could just get a standing desk, I suppose. Cracked. Yeah, mine, I had, one, because I had 2 garage doors. One of mine, the old guy that lived there before me, I don't know if he came home drunk, or, like, just, it was dark and he couldn't see, but he ran into it and dented the shit out of it to the point where it barely opened. And the other one, just, the springs, like, that let it go up and down on the garage door opener, just snapped. Just completely came loose, so it didn't work anymore. So it's like, okay, I gotta get these fixed. I do actually have a standing desk, I just need to assemble it. I had I had kind of wanted it to be my work from home desk for my work from home job. Just I got to deal with my old desk, and it's like a big, heavy antique thing, and I haven't had a good chance to like ask someone to take care of it. Though there is like construction next to me, so I could ask like some of those lads if they want to, if I could just like slip them a few 20s or something, and they could take it away with some of the rest of their trash or something, because the house next to me got completely demolished. Like, I talked to the, I have new neighbors, on one side of me, and they bought, both lots, like, down for me, and they're living in the house that's, like, further away, but then the house between us, they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna completely destroy that and build a new house for our, aging parents to live in place. I'm like, oh, that's great. But it also means that just one day during work, I got to see a bunch of guys in hard hats and vests roll up with a backhoe and literally just have the backhoe take like, it was just like taking bites out of the house and just see it slowly get demolished that way. It was kind of wild to see. Just them just like take another bite out of the house with the backhoe and just continue to pile up the debris. That really would have been the perfect time to ask them. Just like, hey, you want to haul away my desk while you're hauling away, you know, the trash from an entire house? It was wild, yeah. And they haven't started construction yet, I imagine because it's, you know, getting cold and ground freezing and winter. So there's just like a completely empty lot to one side of my house now. Tell us we had to get a new door with the new spring tools installed. Oh, that's kind of dirty, HD, if they did that. I feel pretty good about the dudes I'm using. The guys I've talked to from the company so far that are gonna install my new garage doors, they seem to be like pretty upfront with me. And like the one guy who did the initial inspection was like, yeah, so we have like this deal to get however much off a door, because that's how I heard about them in the first place. We'll be giving you 2 doors, so make sure to ask when I call our like sales guy to have him give you that discount twice, because you're getting 2 doors. I'm like, will he do that? He's like, yeah, he'll do that if you ask. And I asked, and sure enough, they did. And maybe it was just all a prearranged thing, but it felt good that like the one guy was like, oh yeah, I'll kind of go to bat for you. Didn't see the crack. Didn't ask because, oh. Yeah, it was a good dude, and I think he appreciated when I was, like, chatting to him, when he was like, oh, what style of door do you want? And he seemed a little puzzled at first when I was like, oh yeah, I'm not interested in any of your garage doors that have, like, insulation or anything, because unlike so many people in Colorado, or at least in Denver, I use my garage as a garage, which is apparently a wild concept in this city, where it hails, like, enough to, like, cause millions of dollars in property damage at least like once or twice a year, and snows a decent amount and freezes. People are like, what? No, we don't put our car in the garage. We use that as like office space or like an extra bedroom. I'm like, you're insane. I have paid my car off. It has under 30,000 miles. That shit's going in the garage and never leaving. And it's not that I bought like a new car. I just found a used car with very low mileage. But I bought it a week before COVID lockdown started, and suddenly I didn't need to drive anywhere anymore. And ever since then, I've either been A, unemployed, or B, worked from home. So I barely put miles on this low mileage car I bought immediately before the Rona. Airbnb Corp, yeah, I'm sure that's some of it. Like, my older brother, at his old place, because I used to live down in the basement from him. If y'all were, like, really here a long time, before I moved, like, right when I started streaming, that's where I was streaming from. I think that was even before I started doing Shuffle Saturday. So I truly had just no audience. He used his detached garage for, like, his writing office. So he could, you know, just focus, like, be away from the wife and kids, without having to go to, like, a bar or a coffee shop or something. And they also used it as a guest bedroom, because where they would normally have the guest bedroom, I was renting it from them. So they couldn't exactly do that. Because I was their little basement gremlin paying for a good bit of their mortgage, and yet was still a better deal than renting an apartment, because family rent control. But eventually, I had to take my vast wealth from working with money. It wasn't really vast. But it was enough to let me buy a house, where I remain. For now. I am a little bit tempted by, like, my older brother is looking to do the same thing in his new house, where he's, like, completely redoing his basement to have, like, a separate entrance, its own kitchen and everything. I'm like, damn, I wouldn't mind living here. But then, you know, it wouldn't be building equity. And y'all know, that would be kind of a bad capitalism move. And I like making good capitalism moves. Because money! I am going to gremlin myself horse. Apparently. But throat was not in the best of shape when I woke up this morning, so I was already kind of there, so it's fine. I allegedly only need one more trick to do. I don't know what the hell they want me to do that I haven't already done like 800,000 times. I feel like I've tried every possible button combination. Eventually I'm gonna hit it just by a complete accident when I'm going through here, and I'm gonna just be like, I'll be astonished, amazed. What did I do differently? I mean, I guess I could say like, screw this and move on to the, yeah, basic control 2. Okay, so this is just turning again? Yeah, this is just turning again. Okay. I'm approaching a spine. I guess that's what those are? Okay, see, that was easy. Why did you make your tricks tutorial impossible? You know, I never passed basic tricks, but I'm pretty sure I can do basic tricks too. Basic tricks using a spine. Oh, I see. I see. Rather than the, like, the pipe, it was the spine, as they call it. If I can stop trying to do tricks by accident when I have absolutely no momentum or speed that would allow me to actually do said tricks. God damn it. Probably what I'm supposed to do is... Aha! Damn it. Nope. I'm so sorry if this game was anyone's childhood. I'm the least competent person at whatever this game was called. Matt Hoffman's BMX XXX Zombie Barbecue. Whatever. Add it to the long list of Game Boy Color games that I refuse to respect. It's not like my precious Dragon Warrior 3, or Dragon Quest 3 more properly. Okay, I kinda... Okay. I accidentally... Fuck. Why did I say anything? I was like, I'm kinda doing okay here. Oops. Here comes Ilbris! That old chestnut, indeed. X up. See, this feels way easier than this crap they had me doing before. Okay, no footer. I should just need... No hander? No, I already did that one. Allegedly. X up. Do I need an X down? What I need is more speed. No footer, I've already done. Crap. Oh, I don't think I've done a flare over it. Okay. Nope. That didn't work. Superman'd that hoe. Ooh, backflip. That doesn't count. Have I not hit the... I think I'm accidentally doing more complicated tricks than they want me to do. No hander to no footer. Okay, so the spines are clearly, like, the way to go. These things kick the shit out of those half pipes. Half-pipes can go to hell. They are not welcome in my BMX ideal empire. You know, my ideal BMX state where I never have to play a BMX game again. But it shuffles, so this game will absolutely come up again. May not be for a week, may not be for a month, may not be for a year, but I'm sure this game will return to haunt me at some other time. I'm amazed this many of y'all are watching this crap. But it's fine. It's all fine. After this is done, I can have some nice foods. No, I probably shouldn't have booze. Did have my usual magic hangover cure burrito in the morning. Partially just kind of out of habit than anything. That's just become what I do on my Saturday mornings now. Whether I had anything to drink Friday night or not. They're too good. And they're like $3. You can't beat that. You really can't. And if I do happen to be hungover, they are magic hangover cures. So, you know, that's a nice added bonus. Never used to be a big breakfast burrito guy, but just like breakfast burritos from this one place, they hit just right. Because they're like 50% green chili, 30% egg, and the rest meat and potato. That's good. I do think for most other places I want a lot more potato in my burrito. Like some nice, tasty breakfast patat in my burrito. Excellent. Or honestly, I have a weakness for, there's this other burrito place in town. Don't remember their name, but for a while they had options to, like, order burritos with, as, like, the protein, like a crispy chicken, like a breaded chicken. Oh my god. I felt like such a fake, you know, just peak white boy ordering, you know, Mexican food, but that was really good to have a little extra crunch in the burrito. I really liked that. That's probably super heretical, but I don't care. I liked it. Though, of course, you know, some good carnitas, some chorizo. That's where the good shit in a burrito is, truly. Or, you know, the heretical crispy chicken. It was delicious. Truly delicious. It's one of the things that makes me wish just the budget was a little... Because I'm sure there's so many great places to eat around me, but I have to meal plan so much that I never get the chance. But that's probably better for my health anyway, that I'm, like, cooking all the time. I spent, like, a good, 2 hours meal prepping earlier today, so feel very well prepared going into Thanksgiving. And I know what I'm gonna make. I do need to pick up some Brussels sprouts for it, though, because... Oh, yeah, I can talk about that. My contribution for the Thanksgiving that we're going to have at Thanksgiving, as opposed to the Thanksgiving we had last weekend when my mom was here, where we had Thanksgiving despite it not being Thanksgiving. I make these Brussels sprouts that are bacon and cheese stuffed. You literally, you cut the Brussels sprouts in half, core out the middle, so, the leafy stuff, and, chop that, so it's just a bunch of little, Brussels sprouts bits. Pan fry up the bacon, and then in the bacon grease, cook up those chopped up Brussels sprouts bits, and then, melt the cheese in all that. And then that whole bacon fried Brussels sprouts bits, cheese bits, go in, the Brussels sprouts quote-unquote shells. And then you bake those things for a while, and oh my god. Those things are incredibly dangerous. And, I feel like the only tasty thing I can bring, because, so many of my siblings are, gluten sensitive, not out-and-out celiac, but just enough that I'm okay, I can't make any of the 100 different, well, not 100, but I can't make any of the good breads or, pastry desserts I know how to make, but whatever. It's fine. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. I do think that is going to do it for me. Sorry, I know I sometimes go longer on these, but throat's feeling a little and there's voice acting to do in Tyrion Cuthbert tomorrow. So, tomorrow morning around 9, I'll be back with more of Magic Lawyer Man. Wednesday will be again the chill Vegas stakes. I'll probably stream something during the day on Black Friday, I guess. And then, yes, a week from now, I will be doing Shuffle Saturday once again. So thanks everybody for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. I don't see anyone I know streaming, so I guess I'll just end it here. No raid. My name's Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.